How's it going? 3:30 something to 4 afternoon. Just finishing up this saw. It's been sitting since yesterday. Handle grips, operator presence. For now. That's what I'm going to do. I'll get stuck into it, woods. Excuse the mitts. They're not that dirty, well they're stained, but yeah. This is a cold one today. Just been at the park with Jonty as a member of the group. For like a barbecue lunch, but it was my breakfast, so that was all right. Well, they're nice and easy to change. Operator presence next. Correct size punch. Yesterday, that's a bit bent. Yesterday I received that free Homelight 150 that it was organised a fair while ago. That's a different size punch. Maybe this one. Yep. That was all organised. I reckon near 2 months ago, before we went into lockdown. Number 3, I think it was, roughly. Wow. No worries. I'll just sit that on Sean the Carby Doctor's catalogue. I think. I don't think this can be done with the handle in place, but I reckon that spring goes that way. Actually, okay. First time for everything. As a lot of you guys know, a lot of this is first times for me. But if I can get this back out, I reckon I could put it in that way. The way I just had it. But maybe not this spring. If I can get this spring in before I... There we go. Roll pin. Beautiful. Another nice short video for a change. This piece is missing the little locking tab, but once it's screwed into place, it's in place. I didn't bother light the fire today. This is all I'm going to do. Oh yeah, the Homelight 150, that's what I was telling you about. That was organised for pickup. I think for memory, I reckon it would be 2 months ago. I did a shorts video for the YouTube, like an update video. So it was a minute video. I did it at work, just filled everyone in on etc. My subscribers. That yeah, it's a free Homelight 150 red model. So. Late model 150. Fuel tank has holes in it. That might be an issue, Rhys. I didn't break it, I know that for a fact. But there you have it. Has a hole in the fuel tank. Not just a little hole, has a fair size. I haven't pulled it out of the box. It's the bar and chains off. It's the original bar, Homelight bar. Original chain too, I believe, but old mate included a spare engine, complete engine, or minus the muffler. I think that's all it's missing is the muffler, the carb and all that's on it. For the quick glance I've seen it. Yeah, he said it ran up until the tank let go. So that's a future project that will be on this group and the YouTube channel. I'm going to JB weld it up, probably sand it back. I might even do a restoration, but if I make that decision and this baby ends up being a son, then that's a future restoration project. Kind of deal. The door just decided to open itself. So I might see if I can whack this clutch off. Well, I think this bottom end, yeah, this bottom end, the bearings are stuffed. This is that 288 bottom end. That's your 288 clutch. There's a fair bit of life left on the pads. Oh, there's a seal over that. Oh, this is a way different setup. That's GB brand sprocket. I might put that on that build down there. Let's have a brand of, so it's an Oregon rim, not a rim, cup. Okay, so there's a worm gear in here, that's what we want. Yeah, that's might be missing off that other one. Let's have a look, see. Okay, so that was missing originally. So there's another part that's missing, Rhys, if you want to know that. This seal that sits kind of, it's like a sawdust stopper seal. Put your worm drive in, which I believe that's yeah, that's a okay. Then your worm gear drops in. Then this seal goes there. Okay, yep. That cup's an Oregon. This cup's, they're all Oregon. I'll put the nicer one off that saw I just got it off. That locks into your pump, okay. Whoops, I'm getting ahead of myself here. GB brand. Rim sprocket, which is probably got very minimal use. So we put that seal back down there, that on there. Put the original clutch back on it. Maybe this goes there. No, that doesn't go there. So it's just clutch, sprocket, or clutch drum, if you will. Use a little bit of the resistance of the starter, which is what I do. There we have it. Tomorrow or the next day, I'm not sure if this tank's leaking or that's just because it's sat on the table. Fuel cap, I reckon. It's the only cap I've got. It's kind of screws in crooked. Not bad though. It sat here all yesterday. It might only need a that had some pressure in it, so we know the carb's not leaking. New O-ring in the, excuse me, that's reflux. This O-ring in the pretty sure that is an O-ring. Yes. Might be a touch hard, but I don't have any other caps. only oil. I reckon they're the same. Well, this is the same as the fuel cap anyway, and it's got the thing on it, so 288. Give it a wipe. The saw's still going to get a deep clean once it's complete. I reckon that'll be a better cap. It is already used because it's got the stopper thing on it. It's two different caps though, but they're OEM that matters, believe me. So I'll get my scrunch and we'll see if I can get this any tighter than what it already is. Of course I can. I reckon that got it. Like I said, I'll leave it sit. Tuning grommet. Was a bit of a pain to get into position, which is why it is off. I've still got to find my heat shrink, do the wire to the trigger from here. I might leave that as is. Once it's in that deflector, it's no worries. Kill switch needs to be plumbed in still. Chain adjuster out of one of the other cases into this one, inner guide plate and nuts. I've got to find a die to run over this one. Won't be much use. Just have fag while I'm yapping away. But all in all, we're almost done. Might even have a RCJ 6Y or 7Y here to put in this. Actually, I've got a Husky brand one here. Look at that. Husky. I'll put that in here. I think that's out of one of the rail saws, I believe. HQT1. The Husky plug in a Husky, why not? You could possibly get away with it. I'll check it all out in due time, but the inserts, operator presence is what I wanted to get done now. I didn't realise it would take 5 minutes or whatever it was. Clutch is on, oil pumps in, that seal is in its place, which luckily that 88 had one on it. It's a shame I can't put a bar and chain on it and give it a cut without it overheating, but sprocket bearing that I just put in this feels better than the other two. So yeah, I've just got to put the chain adjuster in a guide plate, which is on this, and the chain adjuster and the nuts. Spare oil pump, that seal looks nice. Depending on which case you give me to build mine, the carb mounted bracket that sits here, that bolts into there and onto the your elbow for your air filter, that's still on that case. This one was broken, it's right here. Screws into the saw like that, and then this piece goes there. That's got to be done as well. It's just fiddly stuff, etc. etc. But I think I might leave the couple of fiddly bits I've got to do for this till tomorrow. Still got to find my heat shrink. I've got a whole, you know, when you go to Super Cheap, the Nava packets, it's rolled up with a rubber band in the middle. That's what I've got to find. I'd rather heat shrink it than wrap it in electrical tape. That's just me. I might be just thinking too much, but... Yo!
How's it going?
How's it going? What, do you want to come in?
Yeah, told you.
Well, I've already got those electric vehicles.
Yeah, so this bit here, don't ask me what it is because I wouldn't have a fucking clue. I reckon I could pull this chainsaw apart and not put it back together.